Here we are, fellow children of Adam, and we are amidst a war, and I'm ready to do some damage. So, quick recap of where we left off. We had closed up the Latchax War because they really never even sent a fleet to us. I'm not sure what they were thinking or doing. And right at the end of that episode, I declared war on my southern neighbor, the Ubark Union, who I've been in a bitter rivalry with for a long time. Yep. Definitely excited about that. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I am sending my ships to the southern border, of course, because, you know, we want to push in on that. I'm going to actually have my construction ship check if, no, they are still there. If Pash still has ancient mining drones. So we will poke our heads in there and hope that we keep our heads. We did just get some debris research. Let me get rid of this. Shift, right-click, disable this alert. Alright, so if Pash is cleared, I'm not saying it is necessarily, but if it is, we can go ahead and survey it. Nope, it is not cleared. Oh, no, that's a different warning. Okay. Pash is cleared. That's good to know. So, my western neighbors cleared everything but just the mining station?
Construction complete.
So, what am I going to do? I am going to send... I will build a few extra ships and clear that out manually. Obviously, they haven't surveyed the whole thing because there's a ship there that's going to stop them. Or a station, rather. Alright, so the Atom Shipyard. What do I need? I need maybe a destroyer. I'll send a destroyer, my first minted destroyer out that way. Alright, so Mr. Destroyer, what do we want? We want a... We want you to be a bit of a missile boat, don't we? Maybe we'll have this one just be a long-range laser, as that still fits within sort of the design. So weapon range increase, and then throw some armor and shields up in there. It has plenty of power, and we're gonna call this one, let's see, Maya class ships. Get rid of the default ones. I don't need them. And I'm lacking a little bit of the alloys, but we'll get that by the end of the month. Now, as you can see, I'm still hurting for naval capacity. I'm trying to work on that. We have a whole bunch of... You know what? Actually, let's do naval capacity at my... at the stations that were going to originally suppress piracy. And what I'll end up doing is just suppressing piracy through some patrolling ships. I think that's pretty reasonable. Alright. Marty's Armada's still heading out. My construction ship sitting on Pash. I'd really like to get that archaeology site, so that is my main concern. Just making sure that archaeology comes home, you know? Alright, speeding it up a bit. My southern enemies are going to be real easy to just smoke, because they don't really have any sort of
fleet. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, so Plasma Accelerator we just got. That's awesome. I think I'm going to invest in a research institute to increase the amount of research I get. If we check...
Construction complete.
Our patrols are, for the most part, working. I'm not going to say they're perfect by any means, but most of the piracy is being suppressed. Alright, checking in on the planets. We need some housing and jobs here. Housing first, and then jobs, so I'll build the housing. Here is Glow is good, and Curie needs housing and jobs as well. I would love to clear blockers, but I don't have the tech. So
construction complete.
I'll instead add some food. Alright, Mothelum. We're going to go full anchorage. And then eventually we're going to get the tech that will allow us to even make those anchorages more efficient.
Complete.
Alright, Marty Zamata is getting ready. I'm going to make one more police corvette when I can afford it. As you can see, I'm a little poor, but let's see. There, that fixes that for now. Just to have another patroller on this trade path, because we do have a tiny bit of piracy cropping up here and there. More than I'd like to see.
Construction complete.
Alright, Hamuntur is a proper anchorage. Now, Curie and Tenafir are going to stay trade.
Complete.
Alright, so we'll just call this Police 3. And we'll start at El Flagra, whatever it's called.
Construction complete.
And patrol pretty soon.
Heretic fleet engaged.
Alright, so they had a little bit of a fleet here, and when I say a little bit of a fleet, like basically not one that truly exists. It was
Heretic fleet detected.
a bit of a joke. Alright, patrols. We are going to patrol... We probably don't need to patrol all the way to Tanafir, or whatever it's called, so let's go patrol to Stimsis. The other police ship, okay, is doing the same. Good. And having them back and forth sort of overlapping will definitely help. Alright, Marty Zamata is now fully... Oh, man, this is the capital? You guys are screwed. Alright, so they have some sort of Federation fleet here. Easy to liquidate. As you can see, they're gone. I have a new tradition. Let's get build cost and build speed increases. It's the second to last thing I need. Alright, they are, as you can see, surveying Pash hardcore, so I just need to definitely capture it. What I'm going to do is repair Marty Zamata, and then I will start bombarding Eubaria, and we will take full control over it soon. I would just like to get my armor all the way up.
Construction complete.
Alright, Megaton now has the additional people capacity. I'm going to upgrade one of these alloy foundries, and once it's upgraded, I'm going to get rid of the other one. The higher the tier alloy foundry, the more efficient it is. So there's really no need to have two of them if I can just have a better singular. Taking a look here, the Megaforge can turn its 3 additional jobs instead of 2. Oh, got Starhold. That's awesome. Let's go for Swarmer missiles. So here's the difference. Six alloys manufactured from 12 minerals for 2 jobs. And the upkeep of these is volatile motes, but I do have motes. We just grabbed Cromwell, didn't we? So, oh, it's all in one sector. That's pretty cool. Yep, it's all within the same sector. So, Cromwell here. Yeah, Cromwell's going to be a mining hub, because it gets this bonus for extra minerals. We have a lot of minerals, but those minerals I can turn into alloys to super militarize. Alright, so taking a look, they don't have much of a garrison. I could probably invade, but what I'm going to do is switch out this wolf with another one. This wolf is 95 years old and needs to retire. My next wolf is going to be this guy. You are the new wolf, a glory seeker, and ready to invade. I think what I'll do is bombard them a little bit longer to soften them up so I don't have to take large army losses. They have a lot of worlds in their territory. Holy moly.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, regenerative hull tissue is awesome. I think, given that we are a religion, I don't know, stellar expansion is pretty important too, but I'm going to do the living state. This allows my factions to gain additional influence or provide additional influence to me. And then, of course, the deep space black site, which promotes my own governing ethics, which is sort of deep state, but, you know, useful. Alright, so I have my surveyor heading to Pash, and then a ship heading to get rid of that mineral extraction station. My guess is the Otheli are going to try to get Pash pretty quickly here, and I just won't allow that. I'll go to war with them if they do, because that relic chain is mine and not theirs. So as you can see here, as I am bombarding them, I don't have a particularly large fleet, so this is taking a while. I am softening them up a bit. So we've got their armies are slowly dying. But I'm actually, let's just go ahead and invade now. Megaton now has that big alloy foundry, so I could get rid of the old one. Let's just demolish this altogether. I do have 2 people that are temporarily unemployed, but they'll seek employment at other jobs.
May the spirits protect them.
So here is the army fight. As you can see, they're dramatically outnumbered, but they do have the defensive advantages. If you want to remove the defensive advantages, all you got to do is bombard until basically there's nothing left, and then, you know, you'll have the advantage. Just pausing for a moment, taking a look at my other planets. They're all good. So we'll take an eye. And this is as deep as the armies go. There's different types of units, but it's...
Our champions have secured...
It's very much like line up and fire on each other, which I get is maybe not the most deep or complex, but it is what it is. Alright, police patrols are trying to suppress... Yeah, they're keeping it pretty low. Alright, my Admiral, Marty, just got Scout, which allows him to move even faster, which is great. And now, I'm definitely winning this war. But because I'm against 2 different empires, I am required to do a lot more damage. If you're in a war against 1 empire, you just really have to damage that 1 empire. Against 2 empires... You know, I need basically double the fight.
Heretic station engaged.
So as you can see here, I'm just going down the line and capturing everything. If you look at the war scores here, my war score is going up with each additional system captured. Capturing habitable planets are worth a lot more. Alright, so that little mining base is gone. And then what I could do is send this destroyer to go roll into Marty's Armada. It has served its purpose. So at this point, I am first to build... Oops, hold on. Yes, I do want to make a deal with you, but I need a little bit more money. I am definitely going to capture Pash because I'm building a space station there now, and my neighbor is not, so that's good. Alright, they have some sort of fleet on this Sagathia system, and I hate to break it to them, but it's not a fleet big enough to do anything to me. They're gonna get stomped quite hard, in fact. Alright, let's take a look at their best attempt to defend. Oh, their fleet's actually taken off. Oh, no, it's not. It was trying to take off,
complete.
And it got roped back in. So the entire fleet is done. They just poofed out of existence. And now I'm doing that to their space station that's here. The joys of taking on enemy space stations, it gives you a place to repair. So if I hang out here for a bit, I can then repair here once that space station sort of rebuilds itself. Alright, so we captured Pash. I'm going to start excavating the site. It's robot debris. Alright, well, heretic technology, but, you know, we'll capture it anyway. Alright, so we're repairing Marty's Armada here. Ooh, this is exciting. So, we have probed the dimensional portal on Cromwell. That is, that's very cool. I'm going to track on map. Let's start researching it immediately. Some of you might know what that leads to, but I won't spoil anything. Alright, Megaton. We got jobs. We just need one of these specialists to go down to like a clerk job. Alright, Marty's Armada's fully repaired. It's time to go... I have their only population center. So what I think I'm going to do is... Alright, I'm just going to start capturing territory up here. Because for me to get down to their ally that has a fair bit of territory, it's kind of a pain. So the first chapter is bypassed. Oh, here they go. They have a little bit of a fleet here. Another one. Alright, we're going to go after that fleet.
Incoming transmission.
Alright, 2 people want non-aggression packs. Peaceful traders. I will actually agree to this one. And slaving despots, no. Alright, so, cool. The peaceful traders, it's going to cost me a little bit of influence, 0.25 per month, but, yeah, we'll try to cozy up to them. They're sort of humanoid, so I'm thinking I incorporate them later into my,
heretic fleet
the fold.
detected.
Alright, another thing I want to do is Tanafir. I'm going to get you up to a starhold. Alright, I finally caught up. No, I haven't caught up yet. I'm trying to catch up to this fleet that's attempting to outrun... Oh, there we go. Finally. We've jumped a few systems to try to keep up and take over that thing. Alright. So now, it is just a matter of, like, taking over enough territory. Robot Debris Chapter 2 is done.
Special project complete.
And the portal research is done. I think that's what that special project was. Yes, it was. And now there's a dimensional portal here, which should be able to produce... it advances our weapon tech, and we can also produce science out of it, which is pretty nice. There it is. produces a lot of physics science. Has a pretty high upkeep of consumer goods, though. Alright, swarm missiles are done. Let's get the ability to exploit the crystals. I have a construction ship just sort of sitting on Hasale. You know what? I'm going to reduce the music a little bit. I feel like it's always blaring in my ear. It's probably just the sound, the specific songs that
construction complete.
I've got going on. All right. So, this is the end, and it gave us some engineering research. Big whoop. Oh well. This construction ship will hang out here, and then the science ship will head to the debris of the combat and try to grab some of it. Now, I don't know if I can do... I don't know how much land grabbing I need to do in order to...
The spirits have granted us
not
wisdom.
that much. I'm actually pretty close. Research Institute has been researched. Now, auxiliary fire controls is something I particularly like, so let's go get that. Again, I have some really ancient scientists, so I'm gonna replace none of you guys. All right, I'm gonna replace them when they die, I suppose. They all have pretty decent research stats now. All these planets looking good. I do have a lot of food, so let's go ahead and do encourage planetary growth on the new world. All my other worlds currently have that active. Marty Zamada's just land grabbing because these guys don't know when they're beat. They're beat, but they don't know it yet. I do have enough to... Oh, I already declare Saint. Let's do exotic gases as fuel. That's going to allow my fleet to move a little bit faster. If we take a look at the fleet here... oh, well, that doesn't work. I could also upgrade their weapons, but let's go back to that.
Us new wisdom.
This allows my sublight speed up 15%, which allows me to hop territory a little bit faster. Now, I did mention that I'm constantly in need of admin capacity, so pretty much, unless there's some unbelievable rare tech that comes up, anytime that's being offered, I'm likely to take it. Alright, Sapir here. You're becoming a starport. Congratulations. Building a starport there, I'm going to be able to get the trade goods from Pash and Sapir, and then Tanfir here doesn't need too many collection range to grab Rurius, and then we can focus on protecting our trade lanes. Ideally, I'd like to protect the trade lanes with stations and not ships.
The non-believers are fighting amongst themselves.
That would be ideal for me. Alright, we got a lot of territory. I'm almost at the achieve war goals. I'll probably just have to grab a few more solar systems from them. I'm going to switch my mining district for a generator district, because we're pretty much always needing more energy credits, so I might as well start generating them on the planet. Here at the Glow, I could probably start doing that as well. I don't currently need jobs, because the Glow has... the Glow comes with a bunch of researcher jobs built in, and the odd factory job, of course, as well, but...
Debris analyzed.
Alright, that debris comes from this scientist that's doing the combat debris. We'll keep her moving.
Incoming transmission.
Migration treaty proposal. No, I'm not ready to migrate you. They have to sort of become a believer before they're integrated into our society. I do plan on having a plural society, meaning not just one species, but... Alright, we got the fire control. Probably better sensors. Over here... Afterburners. I'm going for quick and easy research that I kind of skipped over or never was offered. Alright, the Ubaric just gave up. It's the end of the Ubaric Union because I grabbed their homeworld. Gonna call it Ubaria for now, just as a reminder that was their homeworld. Now that also means that their planet is mine, but they were heretics until the end. So these guys here are going to be set to undesirables, which means they're going to be kicked out of their territory, and we won't purge them, like exterminate them. We are just going to displace them. Alright, I don't need the starport there. So what's going to be really, really important, let's get my construction ship ready for this, is now that they've collapsed, they only had the one planet. The net result is the territory that they had is a vacuum. And, you know, we need to fill that vacuum pronto. Because all of the neighbors are going to be rushing in to fill that as well. That does mean that influence is going to be at a premium, capturing those territories. So I got to make sure to be first there, Johnny on the spot, you know? Alright, this rural world is going to be also my civilian industries. I mean, why not? Alright, so Tenafir Trade Hub is all set. So what we're going to start adding to this is the missile batteries that protects it. And then also a off-world trading company that makes the trade goods improved. Mothelum is also upgrading.
Construction complete.
Sapir just upgraded. We'll get one trade hub, one gun battery. Let's see, what else could I do? I'm actually going to get Map the Stars. It seems expensive, but it increases my survey speed so that my scientist that's over here surveying stuff does it faster and will actually grab territories
survey
quicker.
Complete.
And the choke point I'll still need to rush to the choke point. Wow, that is a lot of stuff happening. None of it pertains to my empire, so... Think of this as like the World News newspaper. You know, so this is stuff happening in other countries. The stuff that's like yellow is stuff that's happening to me. Oh, another thing I need to do. I lost my rivalry, right? I just destroyed a rival. So let's go to contacts, sort by who hates me the most, and rival them. So, Lachix, you are now my rival. Congratulations. You've been... I guess that's a promotion. Alright, Lachix just closed the border to me. That means that the ability to go to war with them is enabled again. When you conquer someone, they're forced to have open borders so that immediately when you conquer them, your fleets don't get displaced and sent back to their home systems. So the loser has to keep their borders open, which is, you know, sucks for them, but, you know, that's just how the war goes. Alright, let's go demolish one of these. And all the people that were working in those mines will be moved into the generator districts. Wow, I am well, some of this money that I'm missing is because what are you doing? All right, let's actually manage this world a little bit. So decisions, we are going to declare martial law here because they're all rioting. I'm going to start demolishing buildings that I don't need here because they're not really doing anything. They're not working. They're being displaced. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. You know, you guys don't get hollow theaters. I don't even have hollow theaters. Alright, as you can see, some of them are working, but not very many.
Construction complete.
Another thing I could do is, I'm sort of thinking, should I create a vassal out of them? No, I don't think so. We do have a few children of Adam living on here, but that's not good. So let's see. Decrease population controls. Let's launch some anti-crime.
Construction complete.
Alright, I did get some construction complete, which pertains to me. So that construction ship doesn't really have work to do. So I'm going to start to move them down. Alright, what else can I do? I could definitely go back to war with Lachix, but I think I'm still sort of managing the territory I currently have, so I'm not exactly ready to expand it again. Alright, I just became... Lachix just rivaled me. We just got afterburners. Let's go for Hangar Bay. That's going to be actually important to protect against piracy. Not that I plan on using hangars like on my ships, but you'll see why it's good anti-piracy. So as you see here, if you take a look here, their
construction complete.
The trade route value is worth 4, and the current piracy is 0.08, but the piracy effects, because of the amount of protection that these star bases offer, suppress the piracy. Whereas here, there's actually... Oh, no, there's no piracy effects, but there would be if it grew. Donate for influence? Yes. Yes, I will. So here we will do trade company. My Marty Zamata just got repaired. They're going to go to Landier soon.
System survey complete.
Now, if I get Suiyama
complete.
And then Thirimora, those are really good choke points. Mothellum, you're all set. I'm going to actually leave that empty for right now. I'm eventually going to put hangars in there. I don't want to spend anything until I need to. So the hangars, the reason the hangars are really good is they offer more trade lane protection than the gun batteries or the missiles. Oh man, there are so many undesirables here.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
That's better sensors. I haven't really upgraded the ships in a while, so I could do that. We've got a fair bit of progress towards plasma cannons. It's an expensive one, though. But I think that's probably what I'll go with. And then I'm going to replace the scientist. Darmola, you had a good run. You are very old now.
Debris analyzed.
Another thing I could do, now that we have the sort of mind-controlled deep space black site, is start to build that on my inhabited worlds. It's expensive alloy-wise, but in the long run, it will prevent ethical divergence, which means everybody will stay, my population will
Construction complete.
stay my governing, because as you see here, the Imperialists and the Xenophobes, their factions have been growing significantly. I don't like that. The Xenophobe faction will collapse once I start integrating not enemy, but other species. They're just xenophobic because I've acted xenophobic so far. Alright. Archaeology found at Sagathia. Oh. Chapter 1. Good. We will definitely capture that. These Gaia worlds are holy, meaning that if you
complete.
settle them, the holy fuzzy wuzzies that are next door go to war with me, and I would lose that war really, really fast. It used to be that you could cheese it, and
System survey complete.
you could inhabit one of those worlds and then gift it to an enemy, and then have the holy fuzzy wuzzies smash up your enemies for you, but I don't think that works anymore. I could be wrong. And as you can see, I'm gonna get Rhadamant before I go and continue to the choke points. Yes, here we go. So this is the public works, a little bit more housing and then we unlock additional prosperity. So this allows us to, I'm trying to think. We are probably going to want to get psionic, mind over matter. So I'm going to leave that ascension perk unpicked for now. None of the current options that are being offered are options I particularly like.
Construction complete.
I need to upgrade the starbase at Hamantur soon as well, because that will be good for anti-piracy. I think what I'm going to do is send this fleet to Landir. Or Landiz, whatever it's called. Because a lot of those ships are sort of antiquated. And instead of upgrading all of them, I'll just destroy some of them productively. Alright, so this is the sort of mining station homeworld. I probably shouldn't have set my army, but I don't think my navy's going to lose. They may, though.
Construction complete.
Alright, so the science ship oh no, that's actually not the queue I had in mind. Didn't I make a science ship? Oh yeah, here it is. Alright, so I've lost some corvettes. I'll probably lose a bunch more. That is a particularly tough mining base. I whittled their numbers down for their fleet, but that base is
The
is no
spirits have
pushover.
granted us new wisdom.
We have the hangar bay, which is great. Let's go for crew. No, I really need civilian fabricators because my consumer goods suck. So now that we have hangar bay, if you can see the difference here, missile gives 5 trade protection, hangar gives 10. So you get more bang for your buck. So let's build some of that in Mothellum. 2 of them, and that will protect Iflagra all the way to Eurus, which will be quite nice.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, so our scientists at Rhadamant's done. We'll just keep going down the line. Ooh, yeah, they're whittling my fleet down to nubbins. That's alright. We kind of expected it. Now, what might happen as a result of this conflict is my nearest neighbors might think, oh, he's weak, and declare war on me as a result. Let's do regenerative hull tissue. It's expensive, but self-healing ships are pretty cool. Alright, we are at our powers capacity. So let's roll out these. So for this next tier, because I have some specialty equipment on there, I will need the gases, exotic gases, to create these ships. I don't think they're going to win here. They may, but I really doubt it at this point. Admin capacity just got researched. I've had this, well, let's see. Starbase capacity would be great, but I've had hostile environment adaptation hanging over me for a long time now, so I think it's time to pull the trigger on that and grab it. Man, they're fighting tooth and nail here, but I have... Yeah, there's too many of them that are retreated. So I'm going to click the formal retreat here. And for my Wolf Brigade as well. As you can see, immediately had a positive effect on my economy. It's funny, right? But I've been paying hand over fist to support that fleet. And that's expensive, man. It is expensive. Alright, so let's roll out these better corvettes. If you're wondering why I'm not making destroyers, just because they're bigger ships doesn't mean they're better ships, is sort of the long and short of it. Destroyers do not, for instance, have the evasion that corvettes do. Alright, so while this super good archaeologist is alive, I'm going to have her survey that site. Because soon I'm going to have a great big scientist die-off. They're all very old, and they're not going to stick around for much longer. So we're having some replacement ships fielded. I did a pretty good job, and I think one more attack and Landes is going to be easy. Well, maybe not easy, but easier. Alright, I no longer have any rivalries because basically the long and short of it is oh, no, actually I should have some. I don't know what happened to my rivalries. Weird. Alright, well, they're coming back. And they're rivaling me back. the cult's already claiming some territory.
Incoming transmission.
That generally means they're ramping up for war. Some hive mind wants a defensive pact. No.
Construction complete.
I'll go on my own, thank you. Alright, so if you take a look here, piracy suppression for Eurus, for instance, is getting a huge amount of protection from Methelum, all the way to Hamantur. So I think what I'm going to need to do is actually move Hamantur a little bit. I know, seems crazy, but we are protecting from Eurus to whatever that one's called. You know what? You're getting renamed. You're just Aoife now. Yes. So that means that if I want good protection here, I could do one at this spot and have it protect from Hamantur. Oh, but Hamantur also needs the... yeah, I see. Okay. Let's build one back at Hamantur. I miscalculated. It had trade goods.
Transmission.
And it won't have any protection. It'll just be a... it will just straight up be mostly the anchorage.
Construction complete.
Alright. Keep digging. Keep on digging. Checking in on Megaton's gonna need some jobs soon. So what I'm gonna do is remove the mining. I really don't need mineral mining anywhere. And Cromwell's going to have all my mineral mining, which is kind of silly because I have so many mines. Just to lower my admin capacity, I can destroy all those districts. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Alright, Methelum. What do we want here? I want something that doesn't require upkeep. So we'll leave that empty. Alright, declare Saint. Ran up, but that's fine. We made some progress over there. That archaeology site isn't all that difficult, is it?
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Got civilian fabricators. That will be useful in just a moment. We can get even bigger ones. But I'm going to go with production targets. And with that, I'm just about out of time. So if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. If you have any suggestions or ideas or want something named after you, if you're a patron of mine, let me know. And I'll have to catch you all next time. Thank you all for watching. It's been my pleasure. This series is fun. I'll see y'all later, children of Adam.